Hello and welcome to Oval and Out after day 2 at the Kia Oval from Surrey's home fixture against Yorkshire. Surrey end the day 3-8-4 for 7. They lead by 129. Phil, Surrey very, very good on day 1 and very, very good on day 2 as well.
Relentless. The juggernaut keeps on rolling. I would say early on, initially, there were 1 or 2 windows of opportunity for Yorkshire, but they are just so remorseless. Every single player, bar Nathan Smith, who is not out, got into double figures. No one made a big one, but everybody contributed something. That's the sign of a team that knows its own game, knows how to play its own conditions, and is broadly impenetrable here at the Kia Oval. 1 defeat in 5 years and counting.
Your player of the day was a man on Surrey debut.
Curtis Patterson, batting first drop on debut, as you say, walked down the steps here in Surrey kit for the first time. Left-hander, 32 years young, New South Welshman, who encountered a tricky time either side of turning 30 in Australian first-class cricket. He had a brilliant winter, persuaded Surrey to come and have a look at him. On debut today, he was irresistible, really, technically watertight, very, very sound, very crisp and strong through the covers in particular. Really opened up and he decided to really enjoy himself, played some expansive shots, took one off the hip against fellow countryman Jordan Buckingham, who bowled a sharp spell for Yorkshire. Took one off the hip, stuck him almost halfway down the Harleyford Road. And only on 84, when he was feeling really good about life, did he get one that broke through to be taken LBW. But he was the star of the show, really, through that early afternoon period.
We're still in May, and Ben Foakes has more than 500 county championship runs. He looked really good today for his 80-odd.
As fluent as I've seen him play, really, and he's come off the back of a big 100 last week against Warwickshire. He's batting as smoothly as you've ever seen him, really, and he just ticked over through that evening session, barely noticeable, which is the sign of a good player in good form. He knows his game so well, of course, and he made a very, very stylish 80-odd there. He'd be slightly cranky with himself, I think. He became one of George Hill's 4 dismissals across the course of the game. Just nibbled outside his off stump after taking consecutive boundary falls earlier in the over, but another 80-odd, another score by Ben Foakes. He is the absolute glue, the adhesive number 5 that stitches this whole formidable batting lineup together.
Just very quickly on George Hill, I thought he was brilliant today. 4 wickets. You can see why he's near the top of the wicket-taking charts in Division 1. Barely bowled a bad ball and managed to have reasonable threat throughout the day, even when the ball was old. Phil, what brought you joy today?
Well, George Hill brought me joy because it's the first time I've seen him in the flesh in red ball cricket. I've seen him bowling white ball cricket in the flesh and been impressed, but came off the back of 9 wickets last week against Essex, and he was superb today. And I think perhaps his all-round performance as well. He took 2 very, very sharp catches, and I think perhaps the moment of the day was his catch to get rid of Jason Roy, who came in and batted nicely at number 6. Adam Lyth came on to bowl his little off breaks, and George Hill took him at first slip, but Hill was superb. So Hill's performance was impressive. Bats number 6 as well, by the way, so he's a serious cricketer. But I can't get through this as someone who lives down in Crystal Palace without talking about the noise that the crowd made around 6:30 this evening, quarter past 6 maybe. And there was a few people in the bleachers who were watching the cricket but also watching their phones or listening to their phones. And that little murmur, that little celebration echoed around the ground as the Palace did the business to win their first ever trophy. And look, I know we're here for the cricket, but that was a beautiful moment for South London, full stop.
Absolutely. We're not on Sky Sports Cricket tomorrow. We're only on the stream. So why should people either watch us on the streams or come down to the ground for what, again, might be a record-breaking crowd? If we get 4 or so thousand people in, that will break the Surrey 21st attendance record in the Championship.
Well, that's one of the reasons right there. So six and a half on the first day, 4.5 today. These are mad numbers for county cricket. We need to get past 13,100 and something or other, set against Essex last year. Come along, be a part of history. So that's one reason. But also come along and see a couple of lovely matchups, I think. Yorkshire are fighting for their lives here. Johnny Bairstow batted beautifully, I thought, in the first innings for 89. He will want to come out fighting again tomorrow. A statement knock before Wisbrit. He heads off to the IPL. And Nathan Smith as well on his home debut, who I thought was excellent in the first innings, but kind of luckless with the ball. Come and see him, two international class cricketers going up against one another. And Yorkshire, they have to find a way to clamber back into this game. They're not going to go down without a fight here. There's 55 championships shared between these two teams. They are the monsters, the institutions of English cricket. Yorkshire back in the big league. They're going okay. They need a big day tomorrow. It's all set up.
No better place to be in South London, I reckon. Weather looking brilliant again tomorrow. That's everything from me and Phil today. Surrey end day 2 in a very strong position. Over and out.